The history of the development of specialized libraries in Kazakhstan. There are around 1 billion people with vision loss in the world today. 600 million people don't see well into the distance. 43 million people are blind. 295 million people suffer from moderate to severe visual impairment. 258 million people suffer from mild visual impairment. Most of these people need accessible information, accessible education, as well as rehabilitation and integration. This is what they generally do. Specialized libraries. The Republican Library for Blind and Visually Impaired Citizens is a methodical, educational, cultural center. 50 years since its opening, it had implemented dozens of projects aimed at high-quality fulfillment of tasks, comprehensive service to readers with special needs and their family members. Our library is a methodological center of 7 regional, 5 city, 3 special departments and 1 branch in Kazakhstan. The program Bringing a Book to Every Blind Reader. Kazakh letters were added to the alphabet of Russian letters by a Tiflo pedagogue Akan Kasımovich Kasımov with the support of the chairman of the Central Board of Kazakhstan Society of the Blind, Utigenov Saken Kaidarovich. During the same period of printing house was built and Russian partners helped in the purchase as well as installation of printing equipment. This made it possible to print books and the magazine Yenbek Tanı, Dawn of Labor. The creativity of great classics opened up for the blind of the Republic, such as the Great Abay, Mukhtar Awezov, Gabit Musrepov. With the help of Japanese partners, talking books became available to our readers, so the first recording studio appeared. In the 90s, a public charitable foundation Komiktes was organized in the Department of Literature on Art and Sports at the Republic Library for Blind and Visually Impaired Citizens. This allowed to retain 300 regular readers of the department. All these and other achievements are associated with the name Alexander Filipovich Sapelkin, the first director under whom a new building of the special library was built. We maintain and introduce new forms and methods of work for a better and comprehensive service according to users' requests. Our regular users are children, students, adults, pensioners, and housewives. Due to the Republic Library for Blind and Visually Impaired Citizens, students, defectologists, tiflopedagogues, rehabilitologists, psychologists, and other specialists are provided with the most necessary information for them in a timely manner. Library funds: Braille literature, flat print editions, voiced literature, relief and graphic aids. To date, the total fund is 249,950 copies. The number of readers is 2,456, 45 serviced at home. In the library, 2 recording studios, electronic resources hall, rehabilitation room equipped with modern Tifloid complexes, sound recording and replication devices. In 2007, the library joined the international consortium DAISY to develop technologies and standards for a new generation of talking books and is currently working in this direction. Participation in the 15th International Conference, Crimea 2008, report on the topic From 6 Dots to Computer Technologies. 2010 Participation in the 17th International Conference Crimea 2010. Theme of the year: the role of libraries in enhancing information culture and preserving culture heritage in the context of social change. Report on the heritage of the Great Steppe, popularization and disclosure of the cultural heritage of Kazakhstan among the blind. 2011 The beginning of the publication of the talking newspaper Minenjolum, My Way. 2013 Participation in the 20th International Conference Crimea 2013 Report on the topic Healing Energy of the Library. 2014-2015 The library conducts large-scale work with its users according to its profile, establishes contacts with libraries serving disabled people from near and far abroad, adopting and implementing best practices. Participation in the World Library and Information Congress of the 80th IFLA General Conference and Assembly, Libraries, Citizens, Society, Fusion for Knowledge, France, Lyon. Currently, the library is working in such areas and projects as the computer in the life of the blind, the world by touch, the world of profession, the library in my life, summer reading camp, open days. Participation in the International Scientific and Practical Conference on the topic Transformation of the Library in the Digital Age, Moscow. Participation in a seminar dedicated in the legislative and regulatory framework of libraries serving visually impaired, during which topical issues of economic activities of cultural institutions in the conditions of state order were also considered. Moscow. 2016 Participation in the International School of Assistive Services, Modern Library, House of Adaptive Culture. 2017 We managed to expand the readers' opportunities through joining the online library AV3715, also known as the Mikhailov Library. This year, in 2022, the library has concluded another important international agreement that allows to expand the readers' opportunities even more. This is an agreement with the Consortium of Accessible Books, ABC. Readers with Gratitude. My second home. Remembering my student years, I can't help but note how important my native library was for me. As much kind, warm, amazing moments were experienced right here in these pink walls. Every time the teacher gave us regular tasks, I rushed from Al-Farabi Kazakh National University here with 2 transfers. At that time there were no such fancy gadgets. We just recorded all the lectures on a dictaphone, into which we inserted audio cassettes on magnetic tapes. There was not enough money to buy audio cassettes all the time, and therefore I had to take notebooks with lectures from my friends and copy them in braille at the dictation of the reader in the individual service hall. Unfortunately, there were not enough readers, as there were a lot of blind students, but the library management, coming to meet us, attracted employees from other departments. Sometimes we stayed here for a very long time because there were a lot of seminars that we couldn't go to unprepared, but the staff treated us with understanding and tried in every way to create comfortable conditions. We had a room at our disposal where, if we didn't have time, we could have breakfast and lunch in peace. These lovely people were so imbued with love for us that it seemed to me that they forgot about their problems and completely switched to us. With sincere gratitude, Zarina Abdrahmanova, Almaty, 2021. Congratulations on the anniversary of the library from the Tokabayev family. Our family has been visiting the Republican Library for Blind and Visually Impaired Citizens for many years. Many thanks to the library staff for their invaluable work, assistance in our research, in life issues, for the events that they organize and conduct for us, for the evenings of meetings with representatives of culture, literature and art. My creative evenings were repeatedly held in the reading room, where I sang songs about love for the motherland, about peace on earth, about friendship in the language of different peoples living in Kazakhstan. We take an active part in all events held in the library. The Tokabayev family, the 23rd of July 2021. Feedback from the reader. The Republican Library for Blind and Visually Impaired Citizens has made and continues to make a great contribution to my personal, spiritual development and to the development of my skills. Firstly, the library helps me to satisfy my information hunger by providing me with literature in Braille, in Russian, Kazakh, and even English. This helped me improve my reading speed and spelling literacy, which I use constantly in my work. Yusupjanov Farhat. Memories of the library. I remember with special trepidation the days when I was still a student. I went to the reading room of the Republican Library for Blind and Visually Impaired Citizens and spent time there with great pleasure. It was there that I prepared for seminars, exams, and sometimes attended evenings held in the library meetings with representatives of science, literature, culture, art and sports, Afghans. For us, readers, employees from the town hall, law enforcement agencies, doctors were invited. We could ask them questions about the issues we were interested in. We studied in individual workrooms. The staff of the reading room helped us prepare for classes. They read the necessary material on the dictaphone, helped to type the text of term papers on the computer. With sincere gratitude, Maria Lanshakova, St. Petersburg, 2021. I wish you all health, success, and fruitful work in this difficult but noble field. Thank you for your attention.